Hey everyone, it's Maggie, and I am coming at you with my June wrap-up video of what I read in June. I'm actually really proud of what I accomplished this month. I hoped that I would accomplish this, and I did. So I ended up reading 10 books this month, and since there's actually a couple more days, well, when I'm filming, there's a couple more days left, so I might actually finish another book within that time, but who knows. Anyway, I'm going to go into the books that I have finished. These are all the books that I finished this month. I'm really proud of myself, and since there's so many books, I'm going to just hop right into it. This book, Franny and Zooey, or Zooey, I'm not entirely sure, I've heard it pronounced both ways, by J.D. Salinger. I read and finished the very first day of June, and I give this book 3 or 3.5 stars because I think I read it incorrectly in the fact that I read like 5 pages at a time, sometimes 10 pages at a time, and not just like sitting down and reading all of it, which is what I heard I should have done, so I'm probably going to reread this. I did enjoy this. I should have just accepted from the very beginning that it was just a book that only had conversations, really. It didn't really have that much of a like story arc, if that makes sense. And I did enjoy the short story of Franny a little bit more than I liked the Zooey part. Next, within the month of June, I finished the 3rd book in Harry Potter and the 4th book. 3rd Harry Potter book is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Whoo! And the 4th one is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Huh. So I'm trying to reread this whole entire series before September 1st, 2017, which is the date that the epilogue takes place in the 7th book. And you know me, I love Harry Potter. I think so far, because I haven't read Harry Potter in a really long time, so far the 4th is my favorite, I think. But 5 out of 5 stars because Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling is freaking amazing. I love her. Then I read 2 other books in a series, and that is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard and the sequel Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard. There you go. Just a short explanation on what this is about. This is in a world where there are 2 kinds of bloods, silver bloods and red bloods. And red bloods are just regular humans. Silver bloods have powers, and they rule over the red bloods, and they're pretty cruel. And then this girl has red blood, but she can do powers. She is able to work with electricity, and it's pretty cool. And I like this book. It was pretty quick for me, so I think I would recommend. I actually listened to the audiobooks of both of these. How I like to listen to audiobooks are with the actual physical copy with it. Instead of like doing Audible or whatever, go to hoopladigital.com. I can put it on the screen so you know how to spell it. And all you have to do is put in your library card number, and then you get, I think, 6 checkouts each month, or maybe it might be 8. So it's not the best, but also it's free, and they don't have the best variety, but most likely your book will be there. I recommend doing that for audiobooks. I've been really getting into audiobooks. I really enjoyed the voice actor that ended up reading this series. I really liked her. She was real like snappy. And I don't really understand how people keep talking about how there are like tropes in this book. Like obviously there are tropes in the sense that there are like love triangles and stuff like that, but like I actually liked these. I would say I would give Red Queen 4 out of 5 stars, and Glass Sword maybe 3.5 or 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed them, but I'm not gonna like reread them. But I'm happy that I was able to finish these this month, and going on to The King's Cage next month. Then I also read, this was actually a finishing up novel. I technically read a lot of it in May and then just finished it up in June. And this is a book I was reading for school, and it is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Love Donna Tartt. I've talked about it a couple times in a couple videos. You find out at the very, very beginning, the prologue, that a murder takes place. So instead of a who done it, it's a why done it or how done it. I actually really enjoyed this book. I would give this a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I really like Donna Tartt's writing style. I have a lot of annotations in here, and it takes place in New England. You don't really know what time it is though. And it is about this group of friends that kill their other friend. And you have to find out why they killed their other friend. The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. Can we just appreciate this cover I love it so much. I love Margaret Atwood's writing. I think I would give this book a 5 out of 5 because I would reread this book. I would really recommend reading this book. It is freaking amazing, and I am partially through the Hulu series, but I haven't finished it. The next book I read is actually a book that I own, but I listened to it on audiobook because I didn't know when I was going to really get to it. I love audiobooks so much because I have a lot of stuff that I'm doing. Like, I love to do my makeup and I love to watch things or like listen to music, and I was thinking, hey, wouldn't it be great if I like listened to an audiobook when I was doing my makeup or cleaning my room or like picking raspberries or something like that. There's a raspberry bush in my backyard. It's pretty great. And the audiobook I listened to but also read along with is Jacoby by William Ritter. I would give this book 3 out of 5 stars. I don't think I'm going to continue the series. It was pretty good. It was really close to Sherlock Holmes, and which is fine, but I don't know. I just didn't really enjoy it as much as like I enjoy other books that are kind of like a Sherlock Holmes retelling. This book takes place in New England in 1892. It follows a man named Jacoby who can see like ghosts and other supernatural beings, and then there is Abigail, and Abigail is just like super intelligent, and she can notice like very small details that Jacoby thinks are so normal, and he wouldn't be able to observe those because he's too interested in like the big picture kind of situation. The Last of August, which is the sequel to A Study in Charlotte. I did enjoy this book, actually maybe even more than A Study in Charlotte. I would give this 4 out of 5 stars. Oh, and this is by Brittany Cavallero, and yeah, so I really like this. This is a Sherlock Holmes retelling, except that it's like it's hard to explain. It is the grandchildren, like great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren of Holmes, Watson, and then also the Moriarty clan, which are basically taking over the roles of their ancestors. If you like Sherlock Holmes and YA fiction, then I would recommend picking up A Study in Charlotte first and then Last of August next. And the last book that I read in June is Geek Arella by Ashley Poston. Here's the cover. I think it's super cutesy. And then also the back. Oh, there you go. The cover is just very inventive. I like it. And boom. I would give this 4.45 or 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this retelling. It's retelling of Cinderella with all the normal things. But Ashley Poston just really kind of wrote this as a love letter to fandom culture in general. And I really liked this book. I actually almost cried, and I actually laughed out loud, and I was squealing. Like, I don't always do that, but with this book I did. So you can safely say I really enjoyed this book. So these are all the books that I finished. Here are the spines. Woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna just come on, Cameron. Okay, be safe for now. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I come out with a video every single Saturday and Wednesday, and I hope that you guys all have a wonderful day.